Hello, my name is Aysha. My project is Digital Art Museum. The Digital Art Museum is a new exhibition platform that utilizes a new way of displaying with a high technology format to enhance the experience of viewing objects. And I choose the adventure of Sindbad from the 1000 Nights to embrace Muslim identity and strengthen our culture by retelling Arabic story using the new method, the interactive display, and let them be a part of the story. The value of storytelling for learning is to have a connection among people and between people and ideas. Also, story convey culture, history, and value unite people. In this project, I focused on the story of the Arab traveler, Sindbad, whose story began in the city of Baghdad, where he attended a party in the king's palace, and saw there are circus and events from other countries. So he wanted to explore the world as well. So his journey began in the sea, moving from one area to another, where he faces problems there and tries to get a solution and survive them. Because we are a Muslim Arab community that adheres to Islamic teaching, so I decided to search and matter that enhance our religion and fit with the kingdom embraced by this museum. So I decided to choose the adventure of Sindbad because it has fallen into the heart of all Arabs, old and young, and through it we can spread knowledge and awareness to society. And because Sindbad has its origin from the city of Baghdad, which was the most important center of science and the diversity in the world, and a meeting place for scholar and scholar for countries. Baghdad is characterized by its cultural importance, which is represented by the presence of a large number of important monuments, such as museums, historical schools, libraries, and theater. That's why I wanted to show visitors from Western countries the extent of the power of Arab and Islamic country in science. We are a nation of read, and through the Museum of Adventure of a Lifetime, I want to promote these value and principle by engaging in this society, not only display information. How I translate these ideas into plan. First of all, I separated the plan into two-sided, the right side for the adventure and the other side for the life in the Arab country, especially Baghdad, and I divided the interior space inspiring by the Baghdad urban, as it is the only round country in the world, and they really work hard on it to be the crossroad of the universe. Starting with the entrance door, we can see the temporary shop that reflects the life in the Arabic country, especially Baghdad, to give this feeling to the visitor, the street in the Muslim town. Then we can see the Arabic word plan floor screen, which give us an introduction to the temporary hall. Then we can see here the photography session of the museum, which is characterized by a changeable screen background and phrases that clarify the meaning or goals of the Muslim, with the addition of a partial of fancy dresses that the visitor can wear and take a picture with it to have a memorable image on the old Islamic style in the time of Sindbad. This is an example of the area as we see the changeable screen as well as the waves on the floor also digital. After that, the visitor takes the translation headphones because when they passes through the entrance, Sindbad will start talking with them about his name and what he do as a hologram method. Now we can see in the right side the whole zone, and before you start the journey, you will take the traveler map and traveler backpack from the first transition area. When you start the journey, you will have to take one thing from each hall, so you need to put them in the traveler backpack. Starting now with the first hall. The reason why Sindbad wanted to move from one adventure to another is the love of exploration. why, who, when, and where. So the first hole is under name Find Yourself. Find yourself to know what you will face next. So you will go through a series of places from around the world with a mirror that is shown on the screen so the visitor can imagine himself in the places and know where he belongs. In these transitional areas, we can see glimpses of the hall that we will enter in as it is in the Sandbad story. In this transitional area, the visitor obtained the 3D glasses to see the marine life that's shown on screen connected to the second hall. Going to the next hall, which represents the Sindbad first adventure, it is that they landed on the back of the whale thinking that it is an island. The wave moves and moves, then they fall down in the water. So they can have this experience by the plastic wave as I mentioned in the picture and with the sound effect and else. Also with the presence of marine fish that change through the screens. After that, Sindbad lost in a remote island. He tried to get out of it by all means. Then eventually he get to the river of Gem. And as we see, this story translates in a labyrinth, and then gradually the visitors start to hear the water sound, and then feeling it, and then they can reach to the river and have the gem. After the trouble trying to get out of the labyrinth, the stones come as a gift to the visitor. The next adventure is the Ivory Mount. Sindbad was a prisoner of the Red Indian, and their condition for his escape was to bring 5 ivory. So the visitor will have to collect this ivory. The visitor will pass through 3 different paths in the forest in search of ivory. The next hall, Sindbad fell an underground cave where he met people from ancient era where they cannot talk because they didn't understand anything. So I will take the visitor into a journey where they will experiment the deaf and mute life. So when they enter they will go through cave with incomprehensible talk while passing through it. Then when they leave it, they are asking to wear glasses with headphones, and the headsets translate the incomprehensible words, and the glasses translate the phrases that appear on the screens from ancient era drawing, and convert them to sign language in the visitor glasses. The next hall, which is talking about after drought hit the city of Baghdad, Sindbad tried to bring water to Baghdad. So I translate this story into the climate change problem and how things affect others. So we will have the option of drought and life. And every time the issues and solution will change over the time. It will be in line with the global climate issues. Moving to the last hole, you reap what you sow. The visitor will go to a series of cubes as it is shown in the picture, and in each cube they will have a question about the previous hole, and the answer is to put the thing that I said in the beginning. They have to take it from the hole, and then they will finish this beautiful journey with a lot of information and experiments. Going to the other part of plan, we can see the shop in the middle, and the interior line represents the rock and sand in this country. And from shop we can go to the other activities as to reflect the Baghdad life. In the top of plan, we can see the restaurant, which having the theme of interior exterior. So we strengthen the Muslim identity by using the outdoor views and the use of arch and the art of miniatures, even the usage of calligraphy fabric in the chairs. Then we have the library. As we know, we are the nation of read, so the library is very important to us. And if we go back to the Baghdad history, they was having the House of Wisdom, where they welcome people from all around the world. Even the lecture room and workshop is very important to us, so the visitor can learn a new method and technique every time. Finally, we have the temporary hall, which display the trip and adventure of Arab traveler around the world, like Ibn Battuta, Ahmed ibn Majid, and else. So every time the visitor can see the trip of these traveler around the world digitally, with a cylindrical object from each country, with a precious things they found or see. In the middle, we have the active zone, the places junction. So here we have food track and beautiful sitting area to represent the life in Muslim country, and the use of arches to keep the identity but in a modern way. Also by having an open shop where they can take souvenirs. Also there is a stage for playing beautiful music with screen movement of melodies to increase the aesthetic of the space. This is the section where we can see on the left the temporary shop, then the temporary hall, and then we have the lecture room if there is a course. And then we have the workshop which is connected to the lecture room. And then we have the restaurant and at least we have the prayer room, female and male. This poster is talking about the summary of what we did last semester in research part, what is Digital Art Museum in detail, and about the site location. I hope that my idea reached you and enjoyed this museum. Thank you.